monthly message for June has a lot of great different activities you can do as the summer starts to kick in and as the things start to warm up. And so if you have a copy of our calendar, this is our June picture right there, and very nice picture sent in by Brandon, and he sent in a whole lot of pictures for us, but this was one of our favorites. And this year we'll be doing the same thing with our calendar, where probably in the latter part of June, first part of July, we'll start asking for photos to add to our calendar for next year. So just be aware of that. But a lot of different things going on. This is the time to start spraying fruit trees. We've got on our calendar the 4th of June. We've got for not just controlling our insects on our fruit trees, but especially for borers. This is a prime time for borer control, and this first part of June through the latter part of June is a great time to try and get those adult borers under control, especially the peach tree borers. So as we're thinking about spraying our fruit trees, we definitely need to get peach tree borers under control, and a lot of different things we can do to stop them. But for peaches and nectarines and plums and cherries, and it's a big problem that we've got to try and get under control. So be aware it's time to spray for borers in the fruit trees. But also for codling moth in apples and pears, June is the time to usually start spraying. And so you should be doing a cover spray the first part of June, and then every 2 to 3 weeks throughout the summertime to try and keep the codling moth under control so they don't damage your apples and your pears and you have worms in your apples in the fall. Usually not one of our favorite things. So also on the calendar, we've got a picture of one of our new products. We've got our Natural Guard Lawn Shield. Lawn Shield is an insect repellent, and insects are almost always kicking up like crazy in June, and the insect repellent smells like cedar, and it smells really good. You can use it around your vegetables, you can use it around flowers, you can use it on lawns for mosquitoes, and it just makes the insects go away. So we've had very, very good results with our Lawn Shield in the garden, in the lawn, around the flowers, in the flower beds, to keep the bugs away and keep those from doing damage. We also have some great activities coming up. This actually second weekend in June, we've got our Perennial Fest, and we should have some great specials going on for perennials, and we'll have tons of different perennials to choose from. So this first part of June through the first part of July is a great time to get perennials and get them planted in your yard. That's when a lot of them are blooming. You can actually see what they look like and see if they're going to fit into your color schemes, or if you just want to try something new, you can come in and just see what they look like. So I have tons of different perennials in bloom for our Perennial Fest. The 14th, 15th, and 16th of June, we also have the Downtown Summer Fest. So don't forget about the Summer Fest. A lot of great activities going on. There's tons of artists and artisans who are showing their artwork, and the Summer Fest is always a lot of fun. We have a lot of different things going on here at Anderson Seed and Garden to kind of go along with the Summer Fest. And usually around Summer Fest time is also the time when the grasshoppers get going. So right here on the 15th of June, which is just a date we pulled out, but grasshoppers are going like crazy. It's a good time to get your Nullo bait out and try and get those under control before they get doing a lot of damage. So sometime in the middle of summer, think about Summer Fest. That's also Grasshopper Fest as well too, and it's time to try and get your grasshoppers under control. June is also a very good time to fertilize your hanging baskets and your planters. So don't forget to do another application of fertilizer on your hanging baskets and your planters to keep them blooming throughout the summertime. So either the Fertilome Blooming and Rooting is a great water soluble fertilizer to water those hanging baskets with. You can use a slower acting, longer lasting fertilizer like the Garden Coat 6, which lasts for about 4 to 6 months. So there's a lot of different types of fertilizer you can use. We prefer to use a slow release as well as a weekly feed with a water soluble to keep our hanging baskets and our planters looking really good throughout the summertime. So be sure and do a second application. And for many of your early crops, vegetables especially, we want to do another application of fertilizer. You can side dress them with a tomato and vegetable food. Natural Guard came out with their wonderful new tomato and vegetable food, which we'd recommend very highly, and that would be excellent for just supplementing your plants partway through June or towards the end of June, just to give them a little boost of energy and give them some of that nutrient that they need as well too. Also, June is a time when a lot of iron deficiency shows up in trees and shrubs, so be aware and watch for iron deficiency, and we'll try and get that under control with a chelated iron, either a liquid form or we can also use a granulated form. If you have really big trees and you're going to have a hard time getting that iron distributed around the tree treats work really well as well. So a lot of different options in our calendar this year, a lot of great things going on. Hopefully the weather will be cooperative and it won't get too hot too quickly. Our plants will do really well. We've got a lot of different things that can give you suggestions on how to keep your plants looking good and performing the way you'd like them to.